Hey guys, how are you everyone? Hope you people are good and safe at home. And today I have come up with the information that in our channel we are starting up class 11 chemistry series. So today I'm here to give the entire introduction about class 11 chemistry. And in my previous video, that is, I made a video on course selection for class 11 and 12. See, in that video, I already told you that the importance of chemistry. See, if you're going for engineering as well as medical, you have to clear the entrance examinations like JEE and NEET. For that, chemistry is one of the subject, and many of the people will smartly concentrate on chemistry to increase their score, because chemistry is not very difficult and not very easy also, where definitely if you can understand every concept, you can easily increase the score in chemistry, and that way ultimately you can increase your score in altogether. Clear? So we are starting up with chemistry, class 11 chemistry. So here let me give you a brief introduction about what chapters you are going to study in class 11. Clear? Okay. See, class 11 chemistry is very important. The other subjects, I mean, along with the chemistry, you will be studying physics, biology, mathematics, or computer science, isn't it? And compared to all the subjects, class 11 chemistry is felt little difficult by the children, right? So I can say you feel the class 11 chemistry very different from the chemistry that you studied in class 10. So that's the reason you have to focus on class 11 chemistry, is because 11th chemistry is basic and 12th chemistry is application wise. So if you are okay with your basics, then you feel class 12 chemistry is much easier, much more easier. So definitely you should concentrate on class 11 chemistry. See, the subjects or the chapters that you study in class 11 chemistry is the very first chapter is basic concepts of chemistry, and this basic concepts of chemistry is very important chapter. Definitely you will cover up too many basic aspects in the chapter, and chemistry is not only a theoretical subject. If you see the chemistry, if you see all these chapters, they will come up in different branches of chemistry. Chemistry is divided into physical chemistry, inorganic chemistry, and organic chemistry, right? Say few chapters come under physical chemistry, few will come under inorganic, and few will come under organic. Okay, physical chemistry chapters are numerical based, right? You will have lots of numericals that you will see in case of physics. In physics, you had studied lots of numericals. Say, for example, in class 10, electricity, light chapter, magnetism, many numericals, right? So that way, physical chemistry chapter is completely numerical based, where you have to deal with so many problems, calculations, all that. Okay. So inorganic chemistry chapter is all about, studying different elements. You have an idea about periodic table, right? So their elements are divided into S block elements, P block elements, D block element, and F block elements. So you will study all S block elements, and you will study everything about P block elements, D block elements, and F block elements. So that way, about the elements, about their chemical reactions and preparations, you study under inorganic chemistry. Organic chemistry is all about carbon and its compounds. You will study about lots of organic compounds. Clear? So this is how the various things you will study in chemistry. And coming to the basic concepts of chemistry, it actually belongs to physical chemistry part. And I told you physical chemistry is completely is numerical based problems. You'll have to deal with lots of problems, and for doing a problem, whatever basic is necessary, everything you will study in basic concepts of chemistry. all that mole concept, the various formulas. Do you remember mole concept that you studied in class 9? So the deeper version of mole concept and the basics necessary for doing various problems, all that you will learn in basic concepts of chemistry. So this is really a very important chapter. And the next chapter is atomic structure or structure of atom. See, atomic structure you studied in class 9, isn't it? Very basic things you studied about atomic structure, the deeper aspects, different atomic models, Bohr's model, quantum mechanical model, Rutherford's model, all these models in a detailed way, in a competitive aspect, I'm going to deal in a videos. Clear? So that is about the second chapter. And the third one is periodic classification of elements, that is periodic table. You will learn all about the periodic table, and you already know few basics about periodic table in your schooling, but here you will study the more deeper versions of periodic table, detailed version of periodic table. Clear? And the fourth chapter, very important, and I usually call this chapter as heart of chemistry. The chapter is chemical bonding. Really a basic chapter, chemical bonding. And for the competitive point of view also, this particular chapter is very important. If you take NEET or JEE, 3 to 4 questions will definitely come from chemical bonding chapter, and the entire basic that is necessary to understand chemistry is what you are studying in a chemical bonding chapter. So I usually call chemical bonding as heart of chemistry. So it's a very beautiful chapter, quite a lengthy chapter, but still I promise you that this is the most interesting chapter of chemistry, class 11 chemistry. Okay, so chemical bonding. So these 4 chapters are actually very basic chapters which you need to understand in a detailed way. If you can understand these chapters, your rest of the chapters and also the class 12 chapters will really become very easy for you. Clear? Fine. And here atomic structure also will come under physical chemistry. Periodic table will come under inorganic chemistry. Okay, chemical bonding also will come under inorganic chemistry. Clear? So all these chapters be divided into 3 branches, that's it. Fine. And the 5th chapter is states of matter. States of matter, where you will study about various gas laws like Boyle's law, Charles' law, Gay-Lussac's law, and Van 't Hoff's equation, ideal equation, all that, all about gases, mainly about gases you are going to study in a chapter. Fine. And now the 6th chapter, the very different chapter, which is introduced only in a class 11. You have not studied about this chapter in your schooling. You will study this only from class 11 onwards. That is thermodynamics. Thermodynamics. Very beautiful chapter and very interesting chapter. Very important for competitive exams also. Clear? So, and coming to the 7th chapter, that is equilibrium. Equilibrium, and this chapter has 2 important concepts, chemical equilibrium and ionic equilibrium. So it's a quite lengthy chapter, but still very interesting and very important. Okay, so all these 7 chapters will come in one textbook that we call it as part 1. Part 1 NCERT. The syllabus that I am talking here is NCERT syllabus, because all your JEE exams or NEET exams is mainly on NCERT syllabus. Okay, CBSE follows NCERT syllabus, Karnataka state follows NCERT syllabus, and many of the states would follow NCERT textbooks only, right? NCERT syllabus only. So these 7 chapters will come in the first part of the textbook, that is NCERT. There are 2 parts in chemistry, part 1 and part 2. Part 1 book will have these chapters. Clear? And coming to the chapters of part 2 textbook, that is the 8th chapter, redox reaction. So you will have redox reactions. You might have studied redox reactions in your schooling. Reduction and oxidation together takes place in one single reaction is called as redox reaction. And all about redox reactions you will study. You'll study about oxidation state, how to calculate oxidation state, various other aspects. And the ninth chapter is hydrogen. So hydrogen is a very special element that is there in a periodic table. And not only the hydrogen, in the chapter you will study about water and hydrogen peroxide also. So various preparations, various chemical properties, their uses, everything you will study in a chapter. Fine. And coming to the 10th chapter, that is S block elements. S block elements. So I told you, this particular chapter comes under inorganic chemistry. I told you in inorganic chemistry you will study about S block elements, P block elements, D block elements and F block elements. So these are the elements that are there in a periodic table. So group wise we are studying about the elements. Okay, so about S block elements you will study. And the next chapter is P block elements. And P block elements, there are 6 groups of P block elements: 13th group, 14th group, 15th group, 16th group, 17th and 18th. So in the first year chemistry, you will study 13th group and 14th group elements. Remaining 15, 16, 17 and 18 you will study in class 12. Clear? And the next chapters, very, very important chapters, 10th chapter and 12th chapter belongs to organic chemistry, and the first organic chapter that starts in your class 11 is basic concepts of organic chapter, or we normally say it as GOC, that is general organic chemistry. Very, very important. Here you will learn about how to name organic compounds, what are the different reactions that you will come across in organic chemistry, estimations, detections, various basic aspects you will study in a chapter. And the next one is hydrocarbons. So you all know the meaning of hydrocarbons, isn't it? Study of organic compounds that contain only carbon and hydrogen is called hydrocarbons. So here you will study about various hydrocarbons like alkanes, alkenes, alkynes, and aromatic hydrocarbon, how to prepare them, what are their chemical properties, everything you will study in this particular chapter. And the last and simple chapter, it's a general chapter, that is environmental chemistry. You will also study environmental chemistry. So here you will study all about the different types of pollutions like air pollution, water pollution, and so many other aspects. Clear? So this is the entire syllabus about the class 11 chemistry. Clear? And the most important chapters here are these 4 chapters are the most important and basic thing. And later, for the competitive point of view, thermodynamics is important, equilibrium is important, general organic chemistry is important, hydrocarbons is also very, very important chapters. So most of the important chapters for competitive exams like NEET and JEE will belong to class 11 chemistry. So you should really concentrate class 11 chemistry. If you can understand this, then class 12 chemistry is nothing. You can do it with a blink of your eye. Clear? You would feel that easy if you can understand the concepts of these chapters. Right? So this is the general introduction about all the chapters I gave you. And in my next session onwards, I will start the chapter basic concepts of chemistry. Right? So the key areas I will concentrate, I mean the key points, like the key concepts which are very much important for JEE and NEET, those concepts I would be covering in detail, right? So that you can see it in my coming videos. So this is all about today's session. So guys, have a patience and love your subject before you study that, so that each and every concept will go into the head very clearly and you can retain them. And continuous revisions are necessary when you have taken up science stream. If you can revise only, you can remember those things for longer time, otherwise you will forget. And one more thing I'll tell you, chemistry, especially the organic chemistry. See, in the first year PUC, you will study only 2 organic chapters, but in the second year, you will be studying 8 organic chapters. And like organic compounds, our organic chemistry is volatile. I mean, when you listen to a class, you feel it very easy. You feel that you understood everything. But after some time, if you can recall, you feel that you forgot everything. Okay. Say, what do you mean by volatile compound? The compound that can escape into atmosphere very easily. The compound that can vaporize into atmosphere very easily is called volatile compound. So all organic compounds, most of them are volatile. They escape easily into atmosphere, just like nail polish remover, right? So like the compound, this organic chemistry is also very much volatile. If you don't hold it, no, it goes out of your head. It escapes from your head. If you want to hold them into your head, continuous revisions and continuous work is necessary. Not only organic chemistry, all the chemistry chapters are like that only. You should continuously revise them and work with them. Only then you feel it more easier. Clear? Fine. So see you in my next video with the concepts of the first chapter, basic concepts of chemistry. Till then, take care and subscribe our channel to learn the concepts in the easiest way and in a detailed way. Thank you so much.